What's the verdict?
Meaty and a bit meaty.
Meaty. Show us what it looks like. Let's see the inside. Plant power, guys. Plant power. So you can make plant-based meat pie at home. Hello, and welcome. How are you doing? Right, do you ever get to a point where you crave something that you just can't eat, like meat pie? So today was one of those days, and I decided to bring you guys along. This is my homemade gluten-free mix, and I'm adding some baking powder and some sea salt, and now some nutmeg. Now, meat pie is a Nigerian delicacy, okay, made simply this way, but I'm using gluten-free and it's all plant-based. But then I'm adding some ghee. That's the only thing that's not plant-based, just ghee, because I love ghee and it's better than just adding some vegan butter. This is my personal opinion. Mix it all till it's all nice and crumbly, and then using some cool water, just bring it all together till it forms a paste. Now guys, if you haven't watched this video on how I made this plant meat, please do some good and watch it, because it's really easy and simple. All I'm adding now to is some carrots and some peppers. I'm not adding potatoes here. Traditionally, meat pie is made with potatoes and carrots and then, yeah, the meat. So I'm just mixing it together. This plant meat is already cooked, so it's not raw. So I'm just mixing the whole thing together. And then now back to my pastry. Now, this pastry is one of those delicate pastries. One, it has no gluten in it, so it doesn't bind properly. I'm still working on perfecting my pastry, but this is what I'm doing. I don't eat pastry that often as well. So using 2 grease proof papers, this is food safe, this is not bleach. You're going to roll your pastry in between, because it crumbles, it cracks so easily, because it's not, got gluten. If you're using gluten pastry, then you don't need to do all this faffing around, okay? But then for some of us that can't have gluten, this is a good option, and I've been trying different recipes and this one works for now. So rolling them into 2 nice circles, and then I'm just going to add my filling. It's not so complicated, okay? There are 2 different shapes I'll show you, so keep watching, and thumbs up this video, guys. E for effort, because sometimes you really crave these things and you just want an alternative that wouldn't cause problems. For me, I have to avoid gluten and I don't eat animal protein. So just cover it up very gently. See how I cup my arm, just to make sure that this thing doesn't break. It's so delicate, this pastry. And then just make some shape and some designs as well as whatever you want. And I'm gonna put this in my baking pan. Also, taking it out is something you need to do really carefully. See how I took it off very carefully. It will be crumbly, but it's aesthetics is not gonna pass, but it's gonna pass for taste, trust me. So keep watching. Anywho, another shape, the traditional meat pie shape we're gonna make, just this sort of one. It's not gonna be puffy like a normal meat pie, obviously, because the pastry is not as pliable as a normal gluten pastry. But let's see how we do this. So just using a rolling pin, I'm just going to roll this a big flat circle, okay? One big circle. We're not cutting this up at all. So once I've done this rolling and I'm happy with the size of my pie, and then I'm just going to add my filling, okay? My plant filling. Just put as much as you want, but not too much, because if it's too puffy, it's gonna crack. And now you see how I'm doing it? I'm closing it together using my baking sheet, okay? This is something you need to do carefully, because like I said, this pastry, but you know what, when there is a will, there is a way. I really fancied this and I thought I'm gonna make it work, and I thought I'll record it for some of you out there that really crave these things and you can't do it. So guys, if you're one of those sort of people, you've been trying to do this and you just don't know how to enjoy these things you used to eat once upon a time, this is a great alternative. So give us a thumbs up, E for effort, like I said. So this is my beautiful plant pie. Yeah, it's been baking in the oven for about half an hour. It looks all cracked and crumbly, but it's something I'll store in my freezer and have it whenever I fancy. And look at the inside. Look how beautiful it looks. So authentic. Yes, just my pastry needs a bit of working on here, but the filling, it's just first class. I won't change the filling for anything. Look at that. Ooh. And it was so good. I'm gonna get my little one that is actually used to eating the normal meat pie, because I make this for my family, the normal one, and I'll tell you what he says. But anyway, thanks for watching, subscribe, and see you in another video. Bye bye. He's having a taste test. What's the verdict?
Meaty and a bit meaty.
Meaty. Show us what it looks like. Let's see the inside. Plant power, guys. Plant power. So you can make plant-based meat pie at home. Is that a thumbs up?
Yeah.
Thank you. So guys, thumbs up. Subscribe.